Welcome back to the Light TV show, and I still have with me on stage Honorable Blaise Ezeokeke, the author of The Last Declaration, and he's still throwing light on some of the hard truths about drug abuse based on his experience in Malaysia, which he later translated to a book that we now read, and it's such a mind-blowing book, I tell you. We have a message, rather we have messages on Facebook, on our Facebook page at the Light TV show 01. You can go on our Facebook page to look up what people are saying regarding drug use among Nigerian youths. And we asked the question, what's responsible for the high prevalence of hard drug and substance abuse among youths and teenagers in Nigeria? This one is from Samson Ikechu, and he says poor family background and peer pressure. And he says the family sometimes neglects the basic things to do in order to instill the right morals in their children. Because he says, for there is no law to morality, it is generally what people consider good or bad. So he went on to write a lot based on his own observations. You can look that up and read. We don't have that much time. For Mary Glory C. Eagle, she says it's circumstances as well as problems like depression, being unable to cope with stress, handling fights beyond their control. Social pressure, even academic pressure, among other problems, can be responsible for that. And for Emeko Ofo, he says most times it's hopelessness. Idi Kachinedu thinks, I think the availability of this stuff is the sole reason for its prevalence. This stuff are sold everywhere. Every street has one or two dealers. How can one not be tempted? Active and strong policies against this stuff with heavy fines, penalty for the consumers and dealers will help in no small measure curtailing this vice. And finally, let's take this one from Ogechukwu Onyeka. And she says there was a time she found herself in depression. The only thing she thought of was getting high on drugs because she thought it was the remedy. And funny enough, she thought it was a good thing to take hard drugs whenever one is depressed. And she says, don't get this wrong. Substance abuse is quite bad, and what is the most causative factor is the need to come out of your inner person, to forget your reasoning for some time and have fun. So those are the messages that we have on our Facebook page. And someone says it's the availability, that it's everywhere, that on every street you have one or two dealers. I'm worried about that already.
It's available. It's available in the villages. It's available. They farm the Indian hemp or what have you. They have the farms where they farm them. They're available. But then, it's not because it's available, you must take it. There's so many things available that people don't take. I don't take it, although I see it everywhere. Right?
You declared yourself. What's the same man? I don't take it.
You understand? Yeah, so you mustn't take it. I think it has to go do a lot of discipline. Of the discipline yourself. Someone mentioned about family background. But the best thing is to find a way to solve your problem.
Find a way to solve your problem. Don't go hiding behind drugs.
No.
Daniel Ezono is here and he wants to pop a quick question. Okay. Daniel, please, just pop your question.
Do you think the war against drugs can win?
You mentioned something about the war on drugs, whether it's going to succeed. What I can tell you is that if you go through the news, the statistics are scary, because thousands of Nigerian youths are wasting in prisons around the world because of drugs. Those governments are fighting drugs. In Philippines, the president even came up and gave a kind of not unconventional approach towards drugs, where some of them were shot at sites. Still, drugs persisted in the country. In Nigeria here, we have NDLEA going around burning cache of drugs that still persisted. So, as you say, it is hyped. When you say hyped, I'm thinking maybe because of the presence in the media and music and entertainment industry, where people show that when you arrive, you're taking drugs. We show that I have arrived, so I can now take drugs. So the thing is this: the government is trying. But the methods, are they perfect? They're not perfect. But when it comes to things like this, everybody has to, all hands must be on deck.
Okay.
The government, the church, the family, the community, all hands must be on deck. Everybody must come together to work on this. Because these guys who go abroad to, okay, something happened recently. There was a case where someone was in Indonesia. They executed about 20 people from death row who engaged in drugs, and many of them were Nigerians. So when the news came on social media, someone commented, "Something must kill a man. Something must kill a man." Someone saying this, he's not saying it because he is sad because of what happened. He's saying is that I can still go and do it. If I die trying, it's worth it. You get that kind of mindset. So these are things we must change in our society. We must change the mindset of we have to make this money. We must not this mindset.
So let's also have yours quickly, Kelechi Ezeokeke.
How is style taking to ensure that when all these things are being put in place, that everybody, when you are caught, be it you are high or low, that you are punishment is being given.
You know, we live in a society where we have the issues of corruption. Corruption is endemic in our society. So people, these are the general effect, because I like to look at things from the comprehensive view. So our society has a major problem. Our value system is so much going down over the years. So people engaging in these things are feeling because of their position, because of their celebrity status, they are free. I don't think so. What I think is that the law enforcement agencies must do their work, no matter whose ox is God. Then concerning the sports people or externals taking it for enhanced performance, I think the world athletic bodies have been very much open about this against doping. They call it doping, and I'm sure the effects and the punishment, the consequences are very obvious for us to see. I've seen situations where someone who was found to get into doping was snatched off all the laurels he had won over the years. You understand? So I think they're very, very strict about it. You don't need to get high before you can perform.
What of talent like musicians and all that, who we admire, who are even mentors to lots of young people today, but are into things like this? You know, whoever checks that?
Well, they are individuals just like all of us, and they go through these issues as well. What you do as a person is you choose correctly and rightly who is your mentor. You must choose your mentor rightly. The same way you choose your friends. And then when you choose your mentor, you also apply wisdom. You can't accept everything the person does. You can choose what you accept from the person and what you don't accept from the person. So for them who engage in it, it's wrong. Society should be against it. The laws are against it. Athletes who are caught, the consequences are there.
Okay. Now I have with me my copy of the last declaration, and this is a great read. You must grab your copy and get all the insights. You will travel to Malaysia and back when you read this novel. All right. So can you tell us what character was it? Fletch? Was it Jonathan? Who were you in this novel?
Okay, this book is something that is so special to my heart, because I wrote this book not just because I wanted to tell a story. I wrote this book because I wanted to influence thinking, influence reasoning. You know, we have grown to accept these things, and it's not something. It's not a happy situation. Because we are known as Nigerians to be hardworking people, we are known as Nigerians to be creative, we are known as Nigerians to give our best, whatever we are doing. So now we are trying to erode all those values we are known for, to be known now as people who are doing drugs and scam. If you go on social media, you just Google Nigerian prince, and you see how the whole world is cajoling Nigeria because of scam.
Okay.
Our girls are trafficked every day to Europe to not the Middle East, and all of them, all parts of the world, to engage in prostitution.
Okay.
So why have we come to accept this thing? These are the questions I was asking myself, and I said, no, I have not accepted this, and I will make sure that we don't accept this. That's why I wrote this book.
And you became who? You became who in this novel?
Okay, the novel is written in the first person narrative.
Okay.
So it's
but you are alive, but Flitch, you are alive, so I'm sure you can't.
As I said, a lot of
Flitch committed suicide.
A little part of the book. I am Flitch, a little part.
Okay.
A little part. But as I said,
until he became bad.
As I said, so many stories came together to form this one book.
Okay.
So Flitch took so many personalities.
Oh yeah.
But I think I will be the person at the initial part of the book. Maybe the first 3 pages.
The good person. I know. Wow. It's been great speaking to Honorable Blaise Ezeokeke. And he has a book to give out, and it's to someone who will just respond quickly to a question. Yeah.
What was the airport Flitch was? Or I was searched thoroughly. What was the name of the airport? What city was the airport located in? Cochin. Yes.
Oh my gosh! Wow. And there goes. Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Champion.
Yes, please. Okay, and well, what's your last word? You've said a lot in terms of moral rebirth, and what can be done. But what's your word to somebody in the audience or somebody at home who's watching and wondering, what's it saying? I want to make money, and is the drug way that I'm taking, is the scam way? What do you have to say to that one?
What I can say is this. The world is an oyster, right? And we have the other opportunities available to us. There are people who are making this money, because I'm not comfortable with the money as money itself. I actually look for values in things. Actually look for where I add value, because money itself is not the end. It's only a means to an end.
Yeah.
So look beyond money. Look at what should I be remembered for after I've left here. What impact do I have in the life of people? I think when we look at life comprehensively this way, we can actually tell ourselves it's not just about money, it's about myself, it's about the people, it's about the impact. So coming from this perspective, you will see that you don't need to do drugs to make money.
But then, did Flitch have to die in this novel? Did he have to kill himself? When we are talking about stop suicide, shouldn't he have found a way to...
Okay, sorry to cut it short.
Oh, sure.
Flitch attempted suicide.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't be happy for Flitch to have no consequences of all he did in this book.
Okay. Are you God? Alright. Okay, and that's just what we're going to leave it on today's edition of the Light TV show. Thank you so much, Honorable Blaise Ezeokeke, for coming on the program. And don't forget that you can catch all the highlights on the show. Even if you did not catch up on time on television, you can hook up on YouTube, the Light TV show, to watch the show, on Instagram at the Light TV show 01, on Facebook at the Live TV show. Just look us up on all social media platforms and you will find us. Remember that we always have a contest running, the Super Talent Contest on the Light TV show, that you can be part of. So go ahead and be part of all that we do on the Light TV show. Remember, we have just talked about hard truths about drug abuse, so stay drug free, and you should grab a copy of the last declaration to find out why you should never do drugs or ever deal drugs. I am Ife Arodokafo signing off, and keep watching the Light TV show.